whether we've been besties for 30 years or we met, last week, like I want you to live your version of your very best life. And that's different for every single one of us.
Of course, yeah.
But the truth is you can't go from childhood trauma and a failed marriage or failed relationships and failed businesses and disappointments and all the things that are like hanging out in your internal wiring to just living your very best life. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Then we see people get caught in this like toxic positivity, you know, nonsense about, oh, I'm just going to think positive and everything's going to be perfect. That's also not how it works. So it's really important to understand that when we're thinking about that and we're looking at that, we have to look at the things that have to be cleared before we can create, right? So we have to clear the story to create the life.
Hmm.
Everybody says to me, I want a different story. Okay, well, then you have to stop telling the old one.
Right. And that's
Number one.
hard. That's
It's
very hard.
hard, especially because like we are so like attached to that story. Like you said, it becomes our identity.
Right. Because you're like, well, it happened, and that's the reality of it. And
Uh-huh.
okay.
And I would have had this great life if it weren't for him, or I would have had
Right.
this career if it weren't for this boss, or all the reasons.
I feel like taking ownership is really difficult.
Yes. So then we have to clear the cycles to create the confidence.